Glenn Jones again, event coverage coordinator for StarCityGames.com, and I'm here with Reid Duke, our recent Legacy Open champion with Reanimator, Magic Online World Champion, and today our Invitational competitor.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're going to do a deck tech on your Grixis deck. Grixis is an archetype Reid's loved for quite some time. You write about it a lot.
Yep.
And you're playing it today. So answer-heavy control decks have become kind of popular against these Delver decks lately. We've seen 2 different Esper decks run down the Star City Opens for the past 2 weeks. And so Grixis has kind of that same model going on with a lot of the early removal. So basically, why do you like Grixis so much?
I do think Solar Flare is good as well, but like you say, I've been playing Grixis the whole time. I'm really confident in it. I know my list is really good compared to Solar Flare, where I don't have as much experience. But Grixis definitely has some advantages. Obviously, the main difference between being where they have white, I have red, gives me a cheaper sweeper in Slagstorm. Pillar of Flame, really good answer to turn 1 Delver, but also really dramatically changes your matchup against Strangler Rootgeist and decks and zombies. You know, Gravecrawler or Geralt's Messenger.
Undying,
Yep. So those are really good cards, and then Desperate Ravings is a nice addition to / upgrade from Think Twice.
Okay. One of the big differences in Grixis list compared to Esper list is Esper lists have like the Sun Titan, Phantasmal Engine, everything. In this list, instead, you've got these card advantage through Snapcaster Mage, and you've got Pristine Talisman going long that generates a lot of momentum. So how dramatically do you think these 2 cards basically affect the matchups?
Pristine Talisman is one of my favorite cards, and a lot of decks, and a lot of players just don't really know how to handle it. The reason this deck can make such good use of it compared to Solar Flare, well, Solar Flare for one has kind of a glut of 3-drops with Lingering Souls and Oblivion Ring, Forbidden Alchemy, whereas Grixis doesn't. And also, combined with Ancient Grudge and the hard removal in Doomblades, that means that if I can just take away their giant threats, little streams of like Moorland Haunt tokens or Snapcasters, Invisible Stalkers, Delvers, whatever, those aren't really a big threat for me because I can just gain the life back as fast as they're dealing me damage.
Okay. You've got a lot of splits on removal in this deck. I'm just going to run down some of it real quick. We've got like Ratchet Bomb, Slagstorm, Black Sun Zenith, Curse, Ancient Grudge, Doomblade, Go for the Throat, Pillar of Flame. I don't think I missed one. We've got a Geist Flame in the sideboard.
Yep.
Which of these were like the ones you knew you needed? Because obviously you've had to make some room to get all of them in. So what was the priority?
I knew I needed Slagstorm. Really nice, efficient sweeper. Answers Geist of St. Traft, but more importantly, the hot new card seems to be Blade Splicer, which would be a huge problem for traditional blue-black. Makes Liliana really bad, makes Whip Flare really bad, but Slagstorm just answers it, no questions asked. Pillar of Flame, as I mentioned, against the Undying creatures, and Doomblade's becoming really good because Angel's gaining popularity, and even bigger stuff like Consecrated Sphinx and Gideon. But really, it's all about having the mix because, as you mentioned, Snapcaster gives me additional copies of both, and just the flexibility to adapt to whatever my opponent's trying to do.
Excellent. So we decided to go with Grave Titan in our deck as the Fat Ape choice. Why do you like Grave Titan versus the plethora of other options?
Grave Titan, it's just no setup, always good, no matter what. It doesn't matter if they have Vapor Snag, doesn't matter if they have Zealous Conscripts. Doesn't matter if they have Go for the Throat, you're always going to get value out of it. Anytime it can resolve, it's guaranteed to be really good. Some people would argue that it's bad to have imaged, but I have a lot of ways to handle a Grave Titan, and even if they copy it, at minimum it's going to buy me a ton of time. And with such a strong late game, that's all I need sometimes. So among our little oddities, we've mentioned the Ancient Grudge.
Why do you feel so strongly about the Bullet Ancient Grudge, I guess?
Almost every deck in the format leans pretty heavily on artifacts, whether it be equipment, whether it be a control deck with Pristine Talisman and Ratchet Bomb. Just basically it's rarely dead. Wolf Run, it kills Inkmoth Nexus and Sphere of the Suns. So it's a card, as the game goes long, you get a lot of value out of it. It kills permanents that the rest of my deck can't handle, and it's just brutal card advantage. You know, if you draw one, that means you kill their artifact, and you're preemptively answering the next one that they draw.
Our sideboard has pretty standard options, I think, for most of the control decks. We've got the additional Ancient Grudge, little Ray of Revelation to get the other side. Mentioned the Geist Flame. The interesting card for me, at least, is Fettergeist, who's chilling over here as a 3/4 threat for 3.
Yeah, I feel that was a major breakthrough in this deck. For one thing, against Red-Green Beatdown, they've got flash creatures, undying creatures, haste creatures. All these things make my sorcery speed sweepers, you know, not quite good enough.
Yeah.
But Fettergeist is like a blocker, you know, trumps pretty much anything in their deck. It's really good with Slagstorm because I play the Fettergeist. Suddenly they need multiple creatures before they can attack me. Then I can Slagstorm, wipe their board, and keep my Fettergeist. Beyond that, I'm going to pretty much be bringing in Fettergeist against every deck after sideboard. Delver, it's like there's no way they're going to keep in Dismember against me. They'll probably trim their Vapor Snags. And even if they Vapor Snag, it's only a 3-mana creature.
Exactly.
It's not set back that far. And it beats up on Blade Splicer and Geist, and it at least negates an Angel, Restoration Angel. So, yeah, really happy with it.
All right, well, looks good. That's the deck, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck to Reid when he comes off his buys. He'll be fighting in the Invitational.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for coming.